So in this example, in this figure here, it represents a partial domain model for a retail business such as the RMO, or our fictional company, which is our example from the very start. So the attributes are included for each class in the hierarchy. So each member, so the superclass is sale, and these are the attributes. So each member of the sale class has a sales date time, priority code, tax, total amount, and other attributes. But an online sale, okay, so each in-store sale class has store ID attribute, register ID, clerk ID attributes. But an online sale and telephone sale class have other attributes, which is not similar to in-store sale. But they all inherit the characteristics of the sales of the superclass. Plus, they have some special attributes on their own. So meaning to say, an online sale actually has 8 attributes. So 6 from the sale superclass and 2 additional attributes that is special for this class. So all of them, they have these attributes, these 6 attributes, and they have their own special attributes. So for in-store sale, in total, this class has 9 attributes. So for in-store sale, it has 8 attributes, and the same with telephone sales. So note that the class name sale is in italic. That is because it is an abstract class. So an abstract class is a class that allows subclasses to inherit characteristics but never get instantiated. So meaning to say, it is a class that does have, it is a class that only exists so subclasses can inherit from it. Okay, there is never an actual object simply called sale. So each sale must have one of the 3 subclasses. And a concrete class, on the other hand, is a class that does have the actual object. So this is a class that have instances. So it has actual objects. So abstract class doesn't have and it is never an actual object. This example here is an expanded version of the domain model class diagram for the bank that we've seen in the previous lesson with subclasses for types of accounts. So it shows here that there are 2 types of accounts, a savings account and a checking account. So the abstract class account is in italic, indicating that this is an abstract class. So rather than including an attribute for account type, so the subclasses represent different types of accounts. So each subclass has its own special attributes. So savings account has an attribute of interest rate, and checking account, the attributes are check style, minimum balance. So this special attributes, because this attribute here is not present in this subclass. It is only for this subclass alone. So a savings account has 4 attributes because it inherits 3 attributes from the abstract class account. So the account class has 3 attributes, and the savings account class has 1 attribute, special attribute, so 4 in total. And the checking account has 5 attributes, so it has 2 special attributes, plus it inherits 3 general attributes from this abstract class. Note that each subclass also inherits an association with a customer and 1 or more transactions. So here the subclasses inherits the associations too, not only the attributes, but also the associations as well. So next part of this lesson is about whole-part relationships. So this is different from the generalization and specialization relationships and with association relationships. Because another way that people structure information about things is by defining them in terms of their parts. So for example, learning about a computer system might involve recognizing that the computer is actually a collection of parts. So the parts include a processor, main memory, keyboard, system unit, mouse, monitor, and so on. But it is also a keyboard, for example, is not a special type of computer. It is part of the computer. But it is also something separate. So the whole computer can work without the keyboard. So whole part relationships are used to show an associations between one class and other classes that are parts of that class. So the whole part relationship is a relationship between classes where one part is a part of or a component portion of another class. So there are 2 types of whole part relationships: aggregation and composition. Aggregation refers to a type of whole part relationship where the component part exists separately and can be removed and replaced. So in this example, it shows here the concept of aggregation in a computer system with the UML symbol, diamond symbol, representing aggregation. So another concept, another type of whole part relationship is composition. So it refers to the whole part relationship where the parts cannot be removed. So um, the parts here, once associated, can no longer exist separately. So, for example, in our computer system example, a computer can work without keyboard. It can be removed. It can be removed without affecting the function of computer, but you cannot remove the processor or the main memory because it will affect the function of computer. It wouldn't work properly. It wouldn't really work without processor or main memory. You cannot separate them. It can no longer exist without this. So the UML symbol is filled in solid to represent composition. So UML, so here in aggregation the diamond symbol is hollow. In aggregation can represent that with the diamond symbol being filled. So another example for that is a house. So you can think of a house that is made up of bathrooms, bedrooms, living room, kitchen, and so forth. So the bathrooms or bedrooms never exist apart from the house. You cannot call a house with just a bathroom or with just a bedroom. So it should be part of the house. So therefore, this whole part relationship is a composition and uses solid diamond connectors. So whole part relationships, aggregation and composition mainly allow the analyst to express subtle distinctions about associations among classes. As with any association relationship, multiplicity can apply, such as with this. To review, there are actually three types of relationships in class diagrams: associations, whole part, and generalizations, specialization relationships. So in association relationships, these are associations just like ERD relationships. In whole part relationships, one class is a component or part of another class, and in generalization specialization relationships, it focuses on the concept of inheritance. So try not to confuse relationships with association.